Taylor Swift is worth $1.6 billion. But her fortune wasn't built on talent alone. It was built through 5 strategic moments that most people would never dare to take. Today, we're breaking down the exact decisions that turned a teenage songwriter into one of the wealthiest entertainers in history. Let's begin. At age 14, most teenagers are worried about high school drama. Taylor Swift was pitching herself to record labels in Nashville. Her family had just moved from Pennsylvania, giving up stability so she could chase a dream that statistically almost never works out. The risk paid off. Within 2 years, she signed with Big Machine Records and released her debut album in 2006. 5.5 million copies sold. But here's what's important. She didn't just rely on talent. She understood her market. She wrote songs that spoke directly to teenage girls who felt misunderstood, creating emotional authenticity that built fierce loyalty. Most artists try to appeal to everyone. Swift focused on one specific audience and dominated it completely. Key lesson number 1. Know your audience deeply. By 2014, Taylor Swift was already successful. Multiple Grammy Awards, millions of albums sold, a loyal fan base. Most people in her position would play it safe. She did the opposite. Swift announced she was leaving country music completely and transitioning to pop with the album 1989. This wasn't just changing a few songs. This was abandoning the genre that made her famous. The risk was enormous. Country fans felt betrayed. Pop was already saturated with established stars. If it failed, she couldn't just go back. But Swift had studied the numbers. Country music had about 50 million fans. Pop had over 500 million worldwide. The gamble worked. 1989 sold over 10 million copies. Her tours went from generating $25 million to $250 million. She proved that calculated risks on bigger markets create exponentially bigger outcomes. Key lesson number 2. Strategic expansion beats safe comfort. In 2019, music manager Scooter Braun acquired Big Machine Records, meaning he now owned the master recordings of Swift's first 6 albums. Master recordings are the original versions of songs. Whoever owns them collects the majority of royalties whenever that music is played, streamed, or used commercially. The estimated value was over $300 million. Swift hadn't been given the opportunity to buy them herself. Most artists in this situation would accept defeat. The contracts were legal, the sale was final. Swift found a loophole. She announced she would re-record all her old albums, note for note, lyric for lyric, and release them as Taylor's version. Why was this brilliant? First, legally, she owned the right to re-record after a certain period. Second, she could control these new masters completely. Third, she could encourage fans to stream her versions instead of the originals. When Fearless Taylor's version dropped in 2021, something remarkable happened. Streams of the original Fearless plummeted by over 60%. Fans deliberately chose her version. She devalued assets she didn't own, while creating new assets she controlled entirely. She turned a devastating loss into a precedent-setting business strategy that changed artist rights across the entire industry. Key lesson number 3, if you can't own the original, create a superior alternative. In 2023, Taylor Swift launched the Eras Tour. It became the highest-grossing tour in history, generating over $2 billion in ticket sales. Swift's personal take exceeded $500 million. But here's what made it a business masterclass. Strategy number 1, create scarcity. Swift didn't tour constantly like most artists. She waited. She built anticipation. By the time tickets went on sale, demand was so high it crashed Ticketmaster's entire system. Missing the Eras Tour didn't just mean missing a concert, it meant missing a generational cultural event. Strategy number 2, multi-tier monetization. Different ticket tiers captured value, from casual fans to superfans willing to pay premium prices. VIP packages, exclusive merchandise, location-specific items. The average attendee spent over $300. The merchandise operation alone generated an estimated $200 million. Strategy number 3, monetize twice. Then, Swift released a concert film in theaters, grossing over $250 million globally. She got paid for the tour, then got paid again by filming it for people who couldn't attend. Key lesson number 4, don't sell products, create cultural experiences. Taylor Swift's $1.6 billion fortune doesn't come from music alone. She built multiple income streams that work even when she's not performing. Her real estate portfolio is worth over $150 million, spanning 8 properties in Nashville, Rhode Island, New York, and Los Angeles. These assets appreciate over time and generate passive income. Her owned masters and publishing rights generate royalties every single day. Every time someone streams her music, uses it in a video, or plays it on the radio, she gets paid. This is what separates wealthy entertainers from truly rich entrepreneurs, building systems that generate income whether you're actively working or not. The breakdown looks like this. Music royalties, approximately $600 million. Touring revenue, approximately $500 million. Real estate, $150 million. Investments and other ventures, approximately $350 million. Key lesson number 5, build assets that work for you 24/7. From moving to Nashville at 14, to pivoting to pop, to fighting for her masters, to creating cultural phenomena, to building passive income systems, Taylor Swift's fortune was built on strategic moments where she chose the harder, riskier path. These aren't just music industry lessons. They're universal principles for building wealth in any field. Know your market deeply. Take calculated risks on expansion. Fight for ownership. Create experiences, not products. Build income systems. What's your next strategic moment? If you want to see how other billionaires built their empires, subscribe for weekly breakdowns. Thanks for watching.